This is Old Fadama in Accra, one of Ghana's largest slums. In the densely populated community, I meet Amma Asari, who has spent a good part of her life here. Amma recalls that it was at age 16 when she was forced to terminate her 5-month-old pregnancy.
There was no one I could seek counsel from, no parents to support me. So my friends advised me to go to the pharmacy and buy ACP to abort the baby.
The man who impregnated her had denied responsibility, leaving her with no option to terminate the pregnancy and subsequently drop out of school. She says the experience was terrifying and nearly ended her life.
I thought I was going to die because the pain was indescribable.
We gathered that 3 out of 5 girls here at Old Fadama have either attempted or committed abortion before. Ame's friend Aisha Banda is one of the 3 out of 5 girls involved in unsafe abortions in Old Fadama.
You are pregnant, you have to eat and then take food anytime to go to hospitals and then take drugs. But without money, I can't do all these things. That time I was not doing the work, so I decided to abort it.
Aisha says her boyfriend bought a drug from the pharmacy and told her to insert it into her vagina, which she did.
After taking the medicine and inserting it, after some time, I was feeling my body, I was not feeling okay.
Aisha looks back with so much regret.
I wanted to continue my school. Yes. That was the reason why I did it. Even the guy was not happy with it.
At Jamestown, also a suburb of Accra, 17-year-old Akwele Ni Odoi shares similar horrifying experience about Backstreet Abortion.
No, me share be mother. And no me share. Only me doing come. And I call baby.
I had sex without condom and I got pregnant. My father became furious after learning about the pregnancy and asked me to leave his house. I went to Perch with a friend who showed me some medication to terminate the pregnancy.
Akwele says she went to a notable drugstore at Choco, where most girls in the community would desire to terminate their pregnancies buy medication from.
After inserting the medicine into my vagina, I became very weak and dizzy. I fainted. It took some neighbors to save my life.
According to the World Health Organization, globally, 6 out of 10 of all unintended pregnancies end in induced abortion, and around 45% of all abortions are unsafe, of which 97% take place in developing countries like Ghana. Unsafe abortion is also a leading but preventable cause of maternal death and morbidities. Advocate with Youth Community Org, an advocacy group for sexual reproductive health, Francis Oko-Ama says the situation is dire. He says as COVID-19 pandemic exacerbate existing inequalities and put access to safe and timely reproductive health services at risk, urgent and concerted action is needed on a critical public health and human rights issue. His group is already leading the way.
It is my duty to make sure that I work with my team at youthcommunity.org to develop programs for students on campuses, for people who are even not in school, in communities, in clubs, to have the conversations they would not ideally have on a normal day. Because how many young people can go to their parents and ask some of these things? It's not the norm that you ask your mom about safe sex, about pregnancies. what options are there for you. Some parents, a lot of parents are not open to it. But we are also seeing from our engagement in the communities that the more we have these discussions, parents tend to be more interested because
Dr. Chris Opoku-Fufie is the head of Safe Motherhood program at the Ghana Health Service. He says his outfit has begun a national campaign to help satisfy the unmet needs of women and adolescent girls in the country by providing a full range of contraceptive services.
The low-hanging fruits that we are targeting are trying to expand care for adolescents and girls and women who are seeking safe abortion service. So for that, we've strengthened the programs at different levels in the communities in different ways. One specific way is making sure that family planning is the very starting point available.
But despite all these actions, everyday girls like Amma, Aisha and Aquile would put their lives at risk, resorting to backstreet procedures to abort. Reporting for GH1 News, Freight Delano Amegashi.